Welcome to IBN India Business News. For the first week of May 2024, IBN is a weekly business news capsule for various segments comprising business leaders, managers, researchers, scholars, business management students and teachers. IBN presents each week's important business events across various sectors in a sequential manner for convenient consumption of information. Advertising Research Consulting Sector. Harbour West Partners, a US-based private markets firm, expects a material increase in investments in India, with at least 25% growth in the next few years. The firm has already invested at least $1.5 billion in India across primary funds, secondary transactions, and direct co-investments. Auto sector. More layoffs at Tesla. The second high-level employee who has been handed over a pink slip is Daniel Ho, head of the new vehicles program, the first being Rebecca Tinachie, who is the senior director of Tesla's supercharger business. Musk plans to cut hundreds of more jobs who were working under these two executives. Tesla files trademark infringement case in Delhi High Court. The lawsuit, presented in the Delhi High Court, aims for compensation and a permanent prohibition on the utilization of the Tesla brand name in the marketing of the Gurgaon-based company. Murugappa Group's EV arm raises new funds from GEF Capital. The group is in the process of investing around 3,000 crore rupees in electric vehicles through TI Clean Mobility. Tesla lays off more staff in software, service teams. The layoffs impact the software, service, and engineering departments, signaling a major shift in the company's operational strategy. Tesla must detail driver warnings, miles driven with autopilot, regulator says. Agency is investigating the autopilot recall of more than 2 million vehicles. A federal regulator wants Tesla to send more information regarding its autopilot system tied to a December recall of more than 2 million vehicles, after crashes kept occurring after the recall. Aviation sector. Indigo Chief Executive Officer Peter Elbers announced the delivery of Airbus A350-900 aircraft would commence in 2027. Interglobe Aviation-owned Indigo has placed an order for 30 Airbus A350-900 aircraft. Indigo has announced plans to develop multiple hubs in the country to offer direct international flights. The airline has ordered 30 Airbus A350 and Airbus A321XLR extra long-range aircraft, which are expected to join its fleet in 2025. Brazil's Embraer plots a new 737-sized jet to rival Boeing. Embraer's new aircraft would take on Boeing's 737 MAX jets and Airbus A320 aircraft. Indigo announced a one-time bonus of 1.5 months basic salary for its employees as a token of appreciation for their performance in the financial year 2023-24. The bonus will be paid out along with the May 2024 salary as an ex gratia. The Bombay High Court granted Jet Airways founder Naresh Goyal 2 months interim bail in a money laundering probe, citing medical grounds due to his and his wife Anita Goyal's cancer conditions. The Enforcement Directorate opposed, suggesting hospital extension. Liking this video? Like and share. Core sector. Reliance Industries has bought 2 million barrels of Canadian crude from Shell for July delivery, marking the Indian refiner's first oil purchase from Canada's new Trans Mountain pipeline. Triveni Engineering and Industries Limited may have to pay up more for acquiring a controlling stake in Sir Shadi Lal Enterprises than its current open offer, or exit its investment, as transaction at the current price remains unlikely, proxy advisory firm InGovern. Adani Ports attains India's first AAA ratings in private infrastructure space. APSEZ is the first private corporate infrastructure developer to be rated A. The rating is largely driven by APSEZ's robust integrated business model, strong industry position, consistent market share. Key lenders to Vedanta Limited, led by the State Bank of India, gave in principle approval to the company's proposed demerger into 6 separate listed entities. The demerger aims to reduce financial burden and improve growth prospects. The managing director of Adani Ports and Special Economic Zone has reportedly outlined his company's plans to build a 25-meter deep port to accommodate Panamax vessels and help boost the Philippines' competitiveness in global markets. Tata Power Renewable Energy Limited and SJVN Limited signed a power purchase agreement for a 460 megawatt firm and dispatchable renewable energy project. The project will combine solar, wind, and battery storage technologies to provide a reliable and efficient supply of power around the clock, even during peak demand periods. Missed the previous videos? Want to access all previous week's videos? Subscribe to IBN. Finance sector. Cooley advised CHRYS Capital, a top India-focused private equity firm, on the close of its oversubscribed $700 million continuation fund with 2 of the world's leading secondary fund investors. Kotak Mahindra Bank's joint MD Manian steps down after 29-year stint. KVS Manian was recently promoted to the role of joint MD of Kotak Mahindra Bank and has resigned after 29 years of service. Industrial Finance Corporation of India Ltd turns a corner with advisory biz, posts first profit in 7 years. In the 2023-24 financial year, the government-owned non-bank IFCI reported a profit of 128 crore rupees after 7 years of losses. This turnaround was due to the company's expansion into advisory services for both the government and private corporations. Binance founder Changpeng Zhao was ordered to spend 4 months in prison for failures that allowed cybercriminals and terrorist groups to freely trade on the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. Zhao, 47, was sentenced by the US District Judge Richard Jones in Seattle. Paytm Money, the wealth management platform of 197 Communication, has replaced Chief Executive Varun Sridhar at the helm since 2020 with Rakesh Singh. Singh was the Chief Executive of Broking Services at Fisdom, a PayU-backed fintech. Bhavesh Gupta, Paytm's COO and President, resigns, cites personal reasons. SBI is examining allegations made by some minority shareholders of ICICI Securities that they were coerced by the relationship managers of its parent ICICI Bank to vote in favor of a proposal to delist the stockbroking arm. India's IIFL Finance is facing liquidity crunch after gold loan business curbs. In early March, the Reserve Bank of India ordered IIFL Finance to stop sanctioning, disbursing and selling gold loans, citing material supervisory concerns. 2 more top executives depart amid restructuring efforts at Paytm. Ajay Vikram Singh, the Chief Business Officer, CBO, overseeing UPI and user growth, and Bipin Kaul, the CBO responsible for offline payments, are among the latest to resign. Government regulators. HCBA's Ashneer Grover from selling Bharat Pay shares transferred by co-founder. Ashneer Grover had joined the Bharat Pay company in June 2018 and resigned in March 2022. Godrej family to split 127-year-old business empire. The Godrej family is dividing its 127-year-old business empire to allow the 4th generation to take on leadership roles. The split will involve 2 branches of the family, Godrej Industries Group, Godrej and Boys. The National Company Law Appellate Tribunal dismissed a petition filed by minority shareholders of Minosha India, formerly Rico India, challenging their expulsion from the company through a capital reduction scheme. Healthcare and pharma sector. AstraZeneca admitted in a legal filing in the UK that its vaccine can result in a condition known as thrombosis with thrombocytopenia syndrome in rare instances. TTS involves the formation of blood clots accompanied by a low platelet count, which is crucial for blood clotting. Bengaluru-based injectables contract development and manufacturing organization Meva Pharma announced that it has raised 1,000 crore rupees in primary and secondary funding. The funding came from Morgan Stanley Private Equity Asia and India Life Sciences Fund 4, who acquired a controlling stake from existing investors. Amid global concerns over India-made drugs, government plans an exports revamp. India is the largest exporter of generic medicines, but the World Health Organization and drug regulators of importing countries have flagged safety and quality concerns. AstraZeneca to withdraw sales of COVID-19 vaccine globally. AstraZeneca would proceed to withdraw the vaccine Vaxzevria's marketing authorizations within Europe. AstraZeneca had initiated the worldwide withdrawal of its COVID-19 vaccine due to a surplus of available updated vaccines since the pandemic. Liking the video? Like and share. Media and Entertainment. The Chief Revenue Officer of Zee Entertainment Enterprises Ltd, Atul Das, has stepped down from his role, say media reports. He will be succeeded by Anil Malhotra, ex-CEO of City Networks. Don't want to miss future videos? Wanna receive notification every week? Subscribe to IBN. Realty Infra Logistics. Jayaprakash Associates Ltd, the parent company of the distressed JP Group, reported in a regulatory filing on 6 May that it failed to meet its loan repayment obligations on 30th April, totaling 4,616 crore rupees. Retail sector. RPG Group in for a do-over as a scion takes charge. Anant is Harsh Goenka's son and the heir apparent to inherit the mantle of the RPG Group. Sanjeev Goenka got the energy flagship, CESC Ltd, the music business Saregama, the chemical specialties company PCB, and business process management firm First Source. The Food Standards Australia New Zealand is investigating claims of contamination in spice mixes produced by Indian spice manufacturers MDH and Everest. This could result in a recall of these products in Australia, similar to recent actions in Hong Kong and Singapore. KFC Malaysia closed multiple outlets amidst economic challenges linked to Israel-Palestine boycotts. Reports reveal that over 100 out of the 600 stores in the country have been affected. Coca-Cola made $293 million in net gains from selling some of its bottling operations in India to local players in the first 2 months of 2024. The company's bottling arm, Hindustan Coca-Cola Beverages Pvt Ltd, sold bottling operations in Rajasthan, Bihar, the Northeast, and some areas of West Bengal to independent bottlers. Dabur India announced that it sees early signs of rural recovery and plans to enter the talcum powder market this summer with its Dabur Cool King brand. The company cited market data that indicates an improvement in rural areas, while urban growth remains stagnant. Dunzo is close to finalizing a transaction with investors to settle its pending liabilities, including salaries. The cash-strapped convenience startup has been trying to raise funds for at least a year to clear these liabilities. Private equity firms Blackstone, Temasek Holdings and Bain Capital are evaluating a controlling stake in Haldiram Snacks Food Pvt Limited. The investors are looking to buy at least 51% stake in the sweets and savories maker at a valuation of $8 to $10 billion. Liking the video? Like and share. Startup sector. Early-stage venture capital firm IVCap Ventures announced that it had closed its third fund at 2,100 crore rupees, which is more than its initial target of 1,500 crore rupees. The firm plans to use the fund to invest in 25 companies, with an average starting investment of 30 to 50 crores each. US private equity firm Kohlberg Kravis Roberts & Co. won a bidding war to acquire Healthium Medtech Limited, an Indian medical devices company, from UK private equity firm Apax Partners for an undisclosed sum. The deal is valued at approximately 7,000 crore rupees and is expected to close in the third quarter of 2024, subject to regulatory approvals. Missed the previous videos? Want to access all previous week's videos? Subscribe to IBN Tech. In the latest round of technology layoffs, Alphabet Inc.'s subsidiary Google has reportedly terminated approximately 200 employees from its core team and transferred certain positions abroad, including to India and Mexico, in a cost-cutting exercise amid a restructuring drive. Girish Mathrubootham-led Freshworks became the first India-born SaaS firm to trade on a US exchange. Shares of Freshworks slumped nearly 25% on Thursday, 2nd May, after the CRM software maker's founder Girish Mathrubootham stepped down as the firm's chief executive officer. Google Cloud will support Microsoft's Azure and Amazon's AWS clouds, allowing businesses to manage security solutions across all cloud platforms. Google Cloud also plans to prioritize the integration of artificial intelligence to enhance the user experience for businesses. Apple achieved record revenue in India during the quarter ending March 2024, despite an overall 4% decline in revenue due to slumping iPhone sales compared to the same period last year, according to CEO Tim Cook. TikTok tells advertisers it won't back down as US ban looms. TikTok told hundreds of advertising executives that it would fight the looming US ban of its app in court, aiming to ease the anxiety of an industry that has largely overlooked lawmakers' data security concerns in its bid to reach consumers online. Luminar Technologies, a maker of LiDAR sensors for self-driving cars, said on Friday that it would cut its workforce by about 20% as part of a restructuring plan for the current year. As of December last year, the company had nearly 800 full-time employees in the US, Germany, Sweden, India and China. Jack Dorsey leaves Blue Sky board, touts freedom technology of X and Nostr. Jack Dorsey has stepped away from the board of directors of social media startup Blue Sky. The former Twitter CEO called upon his followers to use freedom technology such as X as well as open source protocol Nostr. Apple is working on its own AI chip for data centers. iPhone maker Apple Incorporated is said to be working on designing and producing its own artificial intelligence-powered chips to run AI software on servers at its data centers. Telecom sector. Chinese electronics manufacturer Oppo filed an insolvency petition against edtech company Byju's with the Bengaluru bench of the National Company Law Tribunal. The petition is under the IBC Code 2016 and is a corporate insolvency resolution. Missed the previous videos? Want to access all previous week's videos? Don't want to miss future videos? Wanna receive notification every week? Subscribe to IBN. See you next week. Till then, stay curious. Stay informed.